So um I left off with how God revealed to me before ahead of time, about my son's passing. Revealed it to me before it actually happened. So leading up to the time where I got the phone call, let me just say this first. I had also had a vision, and keep this in mind, because you're gonna have to remember this. I had a vision where I saw this was a vision I had more than twice, and I was awake. I was not asleep, and I saw my son walking like he was walking the street. His hair was standing on the top of his head, and he didn't have on no shoes, and it looked like he was like on a road. And so I had this vision more than once, and I'm like, is this just in my head or like, you know, I had the vision, but at some point I was like, well, is this? Am I just thinking this or what? But I definitely had the vision, and so I'm gonna tell you how I know it was a vision because you'll see later. But so I had that vision, and then so, anyways, my son at this time he was out. He was out living with his girlfriend or whatever, and me and him had started back getting close, and because we had like even that the Lord had allowed separation with me and him. I don't know. He just me and him our relationship just was not the same. And so we had started back getting close, and I felt so compelled just to start sending him these scriptures. I would always send him scriptures. I would just randomly just tell him, the Lord is waiting for you, son. This is not the real you. Like, God is going to deliver you. Like, I was really just encouraging him, and I just felt so compelled to do that. And I was doing it like really often. And I remember one day he was saying, without him totally, telling me what he was dealing with, he was like, Mom, I want to go to rehab or whatever. And so I was like, okay. No, he didn't say, did he say rehab or counseling? I don't remember which one he said, but I know, through my job is free. So I said, okay, son, let me set up the counseling. I set up some therapy if you're serious with with my job. And so he was like, okay, mom. So I had to call him on a three-way with EAP because, he's over 21, so they would need his consent. So I called him, whatever, and he never answered the phone. So I didn't like try to, force him. I felt like whenever he's ready. So that was that. Long story short, like I say, me and him had started back getting close, and we started back talking, and you know, often, and he would send me text messages, and I would send him text messages all the time, just baby, just talk. So the night of the passing, his